Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is God's Magic. I hope everyone's doing well today. So we're going into chapter 9 of 1 Kings, and we're continuing our series because this is about God's promise and warning with Solomon. So let's get into it. Now it happened when Solomon had finished building the house of the Lord and the king's house, and else which he was pleased to do. The Lord appeared to Solomon a second time, just as he had appeared to him at Gibeon. The Lord told him, I have heard your prayer and supplication which you have made before me. I have consecrated this house which you have built by putting my name and my presence there forever. My eyes and my heart shall be there perpetually. As for you, if you live your life before me as David your father walked in integrity of heart and in uprightness, acting in accordance with everything that I have commanded you, and will keep my statutes and my precepts, then I will establish the throne of your kingdom over Israel forever. Just as I promised your father David, you shall not be without a man on the throne of Israel. But if you or your sons turn away from following me, and do not keep my commandments and my statutes which I have set before you, but go and serve other gods and worship them, then I will cut off Israel from the land which I have given them, and I will cast out of my sight the house which I have consecrated for my name and presence. Then Israel will become a proverb, a saying, a byword, an object of ridicule among all the peoples. This house, temple, will become a heap of ruins. Everyone who passes by will applaud and sneer and say, why has the Lord done such a thing to this land and this house? And they who know will say, because they abandoned the Lord their God, who brought their fathers out of the land of Egypt, and they have chosen other gods and have worshipped and served them. That is the reason the Lord has brought on them all this adversity. Okay. Now at the end of the 20 years in which Solomon had built 2 houses in the temple of the Lord at the palace of the king, Hiram of Tyre had supplied Solomon with so much cedar and cypress timber from Lebanon and Lebanon. Y'all, I'm sorry. I tried. And gold as he desired. At the time, King Solomon gave Hiram 20 cities in the land of Galilee, which is northern Israel, which is pretty cool. Northern Israel, okay. So Hiram came to Tyre, to the cities which Solomon had given him, and they did not please him. He said, what are these cities good for, which you have given me, my brother, so that they've been called to the land of Caleb? I'm trying. Like nothing unproductive to this day. And Hiram sent to the king 120 tablets of gold. Now this is the account of the forced labor which King Solomon conscripted to build the house of the Lord, his own house, and the wall of Jerusalem. For Pharaoh, king of Egypt, had gone up and taken Gezer, burned it with fire, and killed the Galanites who lived in the city, and he had given it as a dowry to his daughter Solomon's wife. So Solomon rebuilt and fortified Gezer and Lower Bethelhorn. Y'all, these words. And Tamar in the wilderness in the land of Judah. And all the storage cities for provision which Solomon had, the cities for his chariots, and the cities of his horsemen, whatever it pleased Solomon to build in Jerusalem, in Lebanon, and all the land under his rule. As for all the people who were left of the army, oh my gosh, these words. Okay, I'm going to skip to the parentheses one. For all the people who were left, who were not of the sons, descendants of Israel, their children who left after them in the land, whom the Israelites were unable to completely destroy from them, Solomon left, conscripted, forced laborers, even to this day. But Solomon did not make them of the sons of Israel, for they were men of war and soldiers, his servants, his officers, his captains, his chariot commanders, and his horsemen. These were the chief officers who were over Solomon's work, 550, who ruled over the people doing this work. As soon as Pharaoh's daughter came up from the city of David to her house, which Solomon had built for her, then he built the Milo. 3 times a year during the major annual festivals, Solomon offered burnt offerings and peace offerings on the altar he had built to the Lord, and he had burned incense with them before the Lord. So he finished the house of the Lord. King Solomon built a fleet of ships, which is near Aloth in the shore of the Red Sea, the Sea of Reeds, in the land of Edom. And Hiram, the king of Tyre, sent his servants with the fleet sailors who knew the sea, along with the servants of Solomon. They came to Ophir and took 420 talents of gold from there and brought it to the king, Solomon. I love how God gave Solomon a promise and a warning, and that is very detailed. God said, if you don't follow me, this is what's going to happen. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I love y'all, and I'll have a blessed day. Mwah.